Well, after losing to the Central Phoenix City, we knew that our next 2 games we needed to win to have a chance to get into the playoffs. So, like I told the guys after that Central loss, our playoffs started now. Just putting our kids in a playoff mindset. Hey, you want to practice next week with a purpose? Win this game here. And my kids responded well. Came out with tremendous energy, and just got a couple early scores, and then just carried us over throughout the game. I feel real good. We're starting to click. I think sometimes it's better. Hey, I mean, it's all about timing. You can get hot too early, or you can get hot late. I'd rather be a team that gets hot late. And for us, the second round of the playoffs, we know, hey, we win this game, we're in. If we drop this game, then hey, we're getting ready for basketball season. So that's our mindset.
We want to go into the ball game. Of course, we knew they was a struggling football team. Of course, we didn't want to beat ourselves. So that was the main focus. Focus on turnovers, doing what we've been coached to do, and being disciplined throughout the ball game. And the guys, for the most part, did that, especially guys defensively. To get a shutout against any team is huge. But for us, we played a lot of kids, which was good. Heading clinching the playoffs, but building some depth for the playoffs. So we just went into that week knowing that it was a must-win game to, get back in the playoffs. We missed it last year, but also going into the game expecting to play a lot of kids and to keep the level play real high. And offensively, once again, we started one of our skilled receivers at quarterback. He did a tremendous job, ran for over 200 yards. So, our mindset for him throughout, the rest of the season is to develop him as a passer and just minimize turnovers. With the same mindset, don't beat ourselves, continue to work on the things we need to work on to get better as a football team. And, they're, right now, they're a team that's riding high too now. Their last game, they won their first game in several years. They had a bye week last week. So we can expect the unexpected Friday from them. So we just can't beat ourselves and just play our brand of football.
Well, this is I know they've got 3 losses, but that's a little deceiving. They have a very talented offensive football team. They really, I think, have as good a receiving core as anybody we've played, including Lee. They've got the Collins kid that everybody in America is recruiting. He's 6'5", can run, but they have some other guys to go with him. They have a big offensive line. They're definitely going to be a challenge for our defense, and so we've just got to be sound in what we do and not let Nico beat us on a big play. That's their guy for the most part, but at the same time we can't focus on him so much that we allow others to beat us. And then on the offensive side, we've got to do a better job of recognizing the changes that a team's throwing at us and being able to adjust our game plan when we get something different. And we've got to be able to make plays, and then Malik's got to be a little more patient. He's got to be patient in the pocket and wait on things to develop. I think and we've got to do a better job running the football. Lanier really limited us in our running game, and so we've got to be better there if we expect to win this week.
I think last week we started off with just a good week of practice, and preparation usually breeds success. If you do the right things, you're going to come out on the right end. As far as the game, we looked at that game as it was a championship game. Of course, we also looked at it as a playoff, a chance to start the playoff. How it's going to be. We know that Park Crossing is a great team, and we kind of talked about all the schools in the city that we played. It kind of setting us up for the playoff because we're also good in the city with other schools. So we kind of talked about that all week too. Just battling one play at a time, making sure that we're taking care of business. We got a little stagnant when Bug got hurt now, but you got to understand we had a 9th grade guy out there. Kid just turned 15, and his reps were kind of limited in practice, I must say, but he came out and did a good job. Coach Griner had some guys up front that caused us problems. Once we got Bug out, caused us some problems in the run game. But all in all, I think the guys pulled together, and I think the week of practice showed up in the game, which always kind of happens. If you're doing the right thing, the whole week, Friday's pretty easy. Well, it's no different for us. Of course, we crank it up on Sunday and we start heading towards Stanhope. We do prepare for Stanhope the same way we have the rest of the weeks. We just follow the process. Do the right thing, make sure you're on time. And I heard Coach say he's a stigma about game day time. I'm a stigma about that on practice because you guys know you've been there. You know how I am about that time thing. So I think the guys have adjusted well. We're preparing for Stanhope just like we would any other, opponent. We always just look at the next game. We don't try to go past that. So every day this week, we're just all about Stanhope.
Hey, congratulations to Terrence Vaughn and the Brubaker Cougars for solidifying their spot in the championship game. Hope Coach Edwards and the McKee Tigers get in. In the meantime, come see us this Friday night, Doug Stanford Stadium, 7 o'clock, as we take on the Auburn Tigers. Go Vols.
Wolverine Nation, appreciate everybody coming out the last 2 weeks supporting us and pushing hard to get into playoffs. We got one more regular season game down in Russell County. Look forward to everybody hitting the interstate and supporting us on our last regular season game, getting an off week next week, and then on to Mobile, Wolverine Nation.
Thanks to everybody that came out last week for the Lanier game. It was a great crowd, great atmosphere. Got to see Jake hit 2 big field goals, including a game winner. Need you out this week. Clay Chalk's coming to town. They've been in the championship game the last 2 years, won it 2 years ago. We're going to need a lot of support Friday nights. Should be a great atmosphere. The weather's going to be cooler. Come out and support the Thunderbirds.
I'd like to thank all of the Near Ports fans for coming out on Friday night. There was a great atmosphere. The game was good against Park Crossing. We need to see you in Stanhope this Friday. We're preparing for the playoff run, so we need that energy. I don't think you know how the kids enjoy seeing you there and giving us the energy to go forward. So we'd like to see you in Stanhope getting prepared for the playoff. Go Ports.